to Cucumis sativus, otherwise commonly known as the cucumber. And there are actually a wide variety of cucumbers, and they come in all sizes and shapes and colors as well, which is surprising. We just tend to think of the long green ones or pickles. Visit the website, whiterabbitinstituteofhealing.com, to find out more about all these different varieties. But we're diving in here to look specifically at one of cucumbers, all of them, properties, and that is for rebalancing your pH. So now from a Western standpoint, we're looking at cucumbers as being hydrating, moisturizing, this balanced pH, just among a few of its medicinal properties, because this is a classic food as medicine. From an Eastern traditional Chinese medicine perspective, TCM, we're looking at it being cooling, reducing inflammation. Cucumbers are probably one of the top alkalinizing foods there is to help rebalance your pH. And that's can surprise some people because they have this wonderful sort of neutral, but they're cooling. That's a topic in itself, neutral but cooling. But we're not going into that here, so you're just going to have to accept that as true. Lemons are another great one for balancing pH, by the way. But to come back to cucumbers. So there's a lot of different things that can actually bump your pH. And they include, but aren't limited to, obviously, first and foremost, diet, because really heavy meat diets, fried foods, lots of sugars, lots of refined carbohydrates, these can all whack your pH to the too acidic side. The too acidic side, you're going to start having a lot of different symptoms that you might not be understanding are related to poor pH balance. Headaches, poor digestive issues, blood sugar fluctuations, fatigue, all kinds of different things. And so having a proper pH balance can really help counter some of these things. And cucumbers are one of the natural remedies for all these symptoms to help counter it. They also contain really high levels of magnesium and water content. So this is another reason why cucumbers are really helpful for countering dehydration and symptomology associated with wacky pH balance. So in your body, and you want a healthy pH. A healthy pH is where your body is hanging somewhere between 7.35 to 7.45. The blood is really happy at 7.4 because remember, the blood is that aspect of your system that's carrying all the nutrients and getting rid of all the toxicities. So when you get too much gunk in your blood, this is why people go on cleanses to clean it out. The blood will also helps buffer. So the lungs, first of all, they're going to help the blood by getting rid of carbon dioxide from the system, reducing it as you exhale. So that's one way your system has of keeping the system in the proper pH. The blood also includes bicarbonates and also hemoglobin, which also do their job to help neutralize excess acids. The kidneys are going to filter out excess acids into the urine, which will then eliminate it from your body. So all these systems are coming together to help keep your body not too one way or too the other way. That proper environment, when you want your inner environment, we very much consider it that in traditional Chinese medicine. What's this inner environment? Are you keeping it clean? Are you keeping it so it's breathing and the oxygen is rich and the blood is rich and you're not overloading the system? Things that can create an imbalance besides this dietary stuff is too much exercise or not enough exercise. So you want to pay attention. If you're a real endurance athlete, you want to make sure your pH balance stays regulated. High elevations, interestingly enough, that's one people don't often consider, and it's a good one to think about if you live above the 3,000 foot level or if you've gone on a vacation and kind of got wonked. This is another thing that could be happening in your system as your pH is getting whacked out. Type 1 diabetes, kidney, liver, lung, respiratory issues of any kind can kind of keep you in a pH challenge situation. Obesity, epilepsy, heavy alcohol use. We just, if you're coming off the holidays or big celebration, adding some cucumbers in your diet could be a great way to help bring your balance back to where you need to be. So you've got cucumber juice, you have cucumbers as a food, you have cucumber peel. All of these various things are wonderful to be adding to your diet. You can be eating them, you can be drinking them, you can be using them to help cleanse your system, in a really natural way without having to be kind of heavy-handed about it. You want to keep your pH in the happy zone because you're going to feel a lot better for it. Visit us at whiterabbitinstituteofhealing.com and find out a lot more about cucumbers.